The 250 West looks to be one of the deepest fields we've ever seen, or at least that's what we keep telling ourselves. But as of Monday morning, there are over 60 entries for the opening round, with well over 25 riders with team affiliation. With so many guys expecting to qualify for every single main event, it should lead to amazing battles from top to bottom of every single gate drop. Welcome back to RotoMoto. My name is Donnie. In this one, I have the entire 250 West team guide comprised of 14 teams, fielding 32 riders, and 10 additional privateers that you may have heard of, for a grand total of 42 riders to know in the class. And that's barely even 2/3 of the riders that are signed up for Orlando 2. Let's get started and start from the top first, beginning with the factory teams and starting with the largest. Star Racing Monster Energy Yamaha is fielding a whopping 4 riders in an attempt to continue their streak of 3 250 West Supercross champions dating all the way back to Aaron Plessinger's 2018 title. Jeremy Martin is the only rider with a single-digit number in the class, with number 6, and much like Christian Craig on the East, this is likely his last chance to secure a title. Justin Cooper sports career number 32 and isn't exactly going to step aside and let Martin be the head J on the team, who is a former race winner and red plate holder with title aspirations for himself. They will be joined by Jarrett Fry and Nate Thrasher, numbers 59 and 91 respectively, making their Supercross debuts after impressive rides in the outdoor series. Thrasher was last seen on the pro-level Supercross track on a Super Mini in 2017 for Monster Cup. Fry was even longer ago, finishing 12th in the same class in 2016. The second largest factory effort in the class goes to Pro Circuit Factory Kawasaki, fielding 3 guys in the West for the first time since 2014, when Dean Wilson, Justin Hill, and Darren Durham headed the squad. Jordan Smith has to be the most promising of the bunch despite his high national number of 80, and could upset Yamaha's plans if he can stay healthy. And number 31, Cameron McAdoo, should be battling for podiums all year and could be a surprise winner in 2021. Seth Hammaker makes his long-awaited pro debut on the number 150 machine after winning the 2017 Monster Cup All-Stars class with a 1-1 finish. Rockstar Husqvarna is fielding a 2-man team for the West in 2021, headed by Jalik Swoll on the 47 and rookie Styles Robertson making his Supercross debut after earning national number 67 last season in the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. Swoll had a pretty horrendous start to his 2020 campaign and probably finds his seat feeling hot after such a successful amateur career. Styles is the latest of Rockstar prodigies and hasn't been seen in Supercross action since winning the Super Mini class at Monster Cup in 2016. The once massive factory presence of Honda in the 250 class has been reduced to just a pair of brothers. Hunter Lawrence looks to match his brother's success this season with impressive rides of his own. Hunter earned number 41 last year despite an abysmal Supercross showing, a 7th and 13th finish in 2 West rounds, and missing the main completely in the East-West showdown in Salt Lake City. Pierce Brown is the lone representative of the brand new TLD GasGas team on the number 45 machine. Pierce collected 3 top 5s in the depleted 250 East class last year and looks to build on that success, but an off-season knee surgery has set back his preparations, and it's not unlikely that Pierce may miss at least the opening round of the season. No factory KTM team this year, with TLD switching to GasGas and downsizing their 250 effort. In fact, there isn't a single KTM team at all in the East, despite it being the choice of many 250 privateers. Suzuki has no official factory effort, but the BarX Chaparral team has absorbed whatever support the manufacturer was giving to JGR and should make for some competitive yellow bikes. It looks like they have 3 riders for this coast. Former Red Bull KTM factory rider Sean Cantrell was scheduled to race the West on his 137 machine but did not line up and will be on the East instead. He will be joined by rookie and longtime BarX amateur rider Dylan Schwartz, who earned a national number 90 in only 3 rounds of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross last year, logging a top 10 moto and 4 top 15s. They are set to be joined by number 33 Derek Drake, who finished top 10 in every Supercross round but one in 2020, and competed for top 10s outdoors as well, but unfortunately Derek suffered a compound fracture to his femur in the offseason and has not confirmed a timetable for his return. Easily the most hyped of the support teams, ClubMX Yamaha returns for 2021 with 4 riders poised to make a splash. Number 48 Garrett Marchbanks, last year's Daytona Supercross winner when he was a member of Pro Circuit Kawasaki, is likely to battle all season with the factory guys and will be a great barometer of just how far ahead those factory bikes are from the next level down. Joey Crown returns for his 4th season with the ClubMX squad, with his lowest number yet, earning number 61 after impressing with 2 top 10 Supercrosses before a practice crash ended his campaign early. Jace Owen will mount the number 68 ClubMX machine for the first time after a breakout 2020 campaign after a very rewarding arena cross career. Joining them is German rookie Dominik Thury, who I'm embarrassed to admit I know absolutely nothing about. But surrounded by talented guys like this on equipment this fast should give him all the tools he needs for a successful debut season. The AJE Motorsports team returns with a new sponsor and new plastics as they are now repping Motul on the shroud and those sleek red GasGas plastics. The squad is anchored by veteran number 60 Chris Blows, who is returning to the team he found success with in 2019 and should continue to be an upper mid-class warrior. Derek Kelly returns to the team where he earned his first national number of 73 after making 4 main events with the team last season and becoming a Pulp MX fantasy darling. A new addition to the team is number 74 Mitchell Falk, but unfortunately he broke his femur at the end of January and will miss the entire season. We'll talk more about the potential availability of his bike later. Another team that has 3 available riders is Phoenix Racing Honda, led by reigning Arena Cross champion Kyle Peters, who will be on the 56 machine this year. KP was the fastest guy in the 250 East last year that wasn't on factory equipment and should be a thorn in those squad sides again, much like his teammate Josh Osby is doing in the East. Mason Gonzalez was set to make his Supercross debut this season, but unfortunately broke his tib fib in December and is not expected to line up at least for the opener. That leaves Enzo Lopes, who actually qualified for the first round of the 250 East class this season, but was injured and did not compete. That means he is eligible to instead enter the West Division since he didn't actually take a gate drop. If the Brazilian is able to line up on the number 50 machine, he should fit right in with the rest of the scrappy overachievers on this squad. JMC Motorsports will be back again on the Husqvarna with a couple of familiar faces with number 63 Martin Castello and number 65 Carson Brown. Castello has been with the team since its inception and is a stalwart main event presence who is a legit threat when the weather gets bad and the track gets sloppy. Carson Brown is a social media darling who also happens to be as impressive on the big bikes as he is on his pitters. Michael Lindsay's Chaparral Honda team returns in its sophomore season with a bolstered roster and increased factory support. Carson Mumford makes his debut after an impressive rookie season outdoors with 5 overall top 10s that earned him career number 39. The last time we saw him at a Supercross track was in 2018 when he finished 8th in the Monster Cup All-Star race. Returning to the team is Cody Schock, looking to use the experience gained in his rookie year to his advantage. Cody made 2 mains last year with a best of 19th at SLC3, but rode a 450 very well in the outdoors, leading to him earning national number 72. PRMX has had great success on the East so far, and they appear to have 2 riders tackling the West. Number 951 Ryan Surratt tries to make his first main since 2018. Dakota Alex is also alleged to be lining up for the squad, but no official release from the team. He should be running number 142. The final multi-rider operation is Team Solitaire Yamaha, boasting national number 69 Nice, Robbie Wageman, and number 93 Hardy Munoz. Wageman returns for his 4th season of 250 Supercross, his 2nd consecutive with Team Solitaire. Hardy Munoz is filling in for Australian Aaron Tonti, who was unable to compete in the US Series this year. The Chilean rider finished top 20 in 6 of the 12 motos in his rookie season outdoors before debuting in Supercross this weekend. Mitchell Harrison is the lone rider on the Muc-Off Honda team on board the number 35 machine. He has not raced Supercross since 2019, where he collected 38 points in 5 rounds before taking his talents to Europe to race MX2. He returns to Supercross after racing for Pro Circuit in the outdoor season last year, where he logged 6 top 10 overalls in 9 rounds. Loretta Lynn women's champion Jordan Jarvis is slated to race the West Coast for SGB Kawasaki. By making the gate at 2 rounds of the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross season, she has lost her amateur eligibility and is going to give it a full go in Pro Supercross and Motocross. She ran 3:01 outdoors, and I expect to see that number indoors as well. And finally, the moment at least one of you has been waiting for. It's Troll Train time. 3 iconic teams came together to pull their resources into the effort of just one man. The Manluk Rock River Merge Racing team will be 100% behind Alex Martin. Back on Yamaha for the first time since 2016, A-Mart looks to finally put it all together indoors after finishing 5th and 6th the last 2 seasons respectively while on the JGR factory Suzuki. Before we wrap things up, I just want to mention a few notable privateer programs with some potential team matchups. Cheyenne Harmon will be running 118 this year, and although not explicitly on the Tyloob Supercross team, he is on the Tyloob Arena Cross team and may be gaining some support there. Jordan Bailey was originally a member of the Tylube team and was supposed to race the East Coast before abruptly parting ways with the team shortly before the first round and will instead line up on a privateer Yamaha marked number 66. The Master Pro brothers Ty and Jake will finally make their Supercross debuts. Jake will line up on the number 53 KTM and continue his privateer efforts. Ty will instead be on the number 75 GasGas after parting ways with the Star Yamaha squad after 2 years competing outdoors. Jerry Robin is back with his own program, this time on a privateer Husqvarna. The Minnesotan earned national number 77 last season while making 4 Supercross main events. Chase Marquier just scraped by last season to earn national number 92 and will be aboard a privateer Kawasaki. The Oklahoma native made 5 mains last year with a season best of 10th at SLC6. Frenchman Cedric Soubeyras, who you may be familiar due to his affiliation with HEP Suzuki during the team's inaugural effort or his competitiveness in the off-season overseas races. He will again rep number 201 and be aboard a privateer GasGas. Another notable privateer is veteran Nick Gaines, who earned number 54 for the season despite being part of 2 memorable moments in 2020 for all of the wrong reasons. I would love to put an actual picture of Nick's 2021 setup here, but unfortunately it's 3 days until gate drop and his social medias are bone dry. He was on Team 3D Racing Yamaha last season, but I can't find any info about him or his program at all. Imagine my surprise to see him on the entry list. And finally, 2 wild cards. Number 82 this year is Lorenzo Licurcio, who was slated to ride his own privateer GasGas operation, but abruptly in late January announced an opportunity he was given and thanked his sponsors for getting him this far. This post was made exactly the same day as Mitchell Falk's injury, so it makes sense this opportunity could be the ride with the AJE team, especially since the Venezuelan is already familiar with the GasGas bike. And finally, there is Josh Hill. He and his brother Justin are such perplexing characters imbued with all of the talent in the world, but seeming to lack the drive to be an all-world competitor. We still haven't heard anything from Justin, but Josh has been spinning laps with other pros and seems to be gearing up for racing the number 84. No official word yet, but with the Hill brothers, anything is possible. As of Monday morning, there are 66 entries for the 250 West squad for Orlando 2, almost double the 34 that signed up on the East. This class is stacked. The racing is going to be absolute bonkers. If you play Fantasy Supercross, especially if you play PulpMX Fantasy, please consider following at RotoMoto on both Twitter and Instagram for qualifying insights, injury reports, race day banter, and of course the ever popular qualifying cheat sheets that I release every single race. And if you find content like this valuable, please consider hitting the little red subscribe button right below the video. It really helps out a ton, and that will make sure that you never miss another video like this. If you want to support RotoMoto financially, you can do so both by checking out the merch at rotomoto.co or by subscribing to the Patreon, which gives you access to cool fantasy things, including enhanced cheat sheets and even an additional podcast every single race. Thank you so much for watching RotoMoto. My name is Donnie. I'll see you on race day.